A little bit of a similar situation to the Lakers, if you believe, or we
talk enough about the basketball that's being played in Brooklyn, and instead what's going on. Harris had 2 ankle surgeries last year. Dribble handoff to Kevin Durant, misfires, and the rebound. Durant, shadowed by Kennard, plays back to Harris, rhythmic 3. A couple of years ago, was out by Jackson, driven off the line. Back to Durant for 3, rings the rim as Chris hands to Claxton. Nice play, Claxton all alone for the flush. The ball, the length of the floor has been huge for their defense. George, tough shot inside. Big leading the league in field goal percentage. That's 71%. O'Neal for 3, coming into
in Boston.
A lot of drama in Brooklyn that has overshadowed some good play. Topside to Harris. Drives around George. Sumner. Sumner coming off 18 points in their win against the Knicks. They started the last circulated from. Kennard curling, catching, and connecting. Stout alumni, that's for sure. Yes, indeed. Weber back in the early 90s. 3 in the corner. By the way, second foul on Ivica Zubac, and O'Neal takes it right up, 3 of 11 for Brooklyn. Zoo, awkward shot. It falls nevertheless. Durant now shouted by Kennard for the 3. Count it, and a foul. Well for the Clippers. Maybe not an individual lockdown defender, but Claxton inside. Sumner in the corner for 3. Book it. He's physically is good after an ACL tear. He says he's got mental blocks to get over. Paul George can't get. Just said, look, O'Neal's guarded him over 500 possessions from his time with the Jets.
Is his ability to be a playmaker with the basketball, which is kind of
dribbles at the dotted line, finds Morris, jousting with his defender. Scoring +4, playing 8 more minutes a game as he nets the first year. 1 out of 2 of the season against the Knicks the other day. George a step away. It's good. The first bucket for Paul George. Come back into it for the Clippers. George mid-range once again over Curry.
And do you have enough surrounding him that he gives you an instant?
The winner's circle more often than not. Here is Terrence Mann in the corner for 3. Head of the shot clock, doesn't fall. To go. Mann back the other way. Jackson all alone for the 3. It's good.
City made it look like it was a carry, a palming violation.
Mills curling, catching.
Team win in the NBA. It might be rebounding, it might be 3-point shooting.
And then throws it away after it was deflected. Thomas. No. Rebound. Free throws attempted. Hey, Clipper Nation, tonight's deal of the game.com before this deal.
Yeah, that's the same Ben Simmons. That's a point guard.
Trail by 3. Have trailed by as many as 9. Man, down the lane, floats it up, floats it in. Up by Harris, mouth begins to water, bump going up, counted on a foul and said normal. What's interesting here is we touted how good the Clippers have been in the first quarter. If you're just joining, Curry turns the corner, gets a clean look and knocks it down under. Good defense there by Jackson. Harris is straight on 3. He's not.
Load management that we see with every organization. Zoo with the jump up in the middle. We were not in shape to start the season, so I've seen it all around the league.
It's an interesting point. The biggest concern I would have there for teams that are not in shape and have Curry this time on the dribble drive, swings it over to Thomas. Catch and shoot 3, horseshoes off the iron. 34-33. Nets out in front for Curry. Chased around by Morris, then draws a crowd with Zoo. Comes up on the mid-range. Thomas with the rebound for Brooklyn. 5:45 to play in the first half. Thomas, acrobatic shot inside. Kyrie Irving for the Nets. There's no timetable yet for his return. That's per. But there does seem to be an end inside as Zoo led with the elbows. Yep, in the second quarter. Durant drives in on Jackson. Rises from 15. The shot is good, and Jackson displays the handles late in the shot clock. Big government delivers. O'Neal, a step back 3. It's good.
The last couple of days, he's hitting huge 3s for this Brooklyn team, and he's
out on the wing. Good ball movement for the Nets. Harris in the corner for 3.
That's not a thing you're going to see on a regular basis in the second half.
Those double figures in his last. Durant spins to the baseline. Zoo is there to meet him. He fades and fires, and he fit on a cape and bail out the Clippers. Rises from the foul circle, bounces around, and nice. Clippers trim the lead to 4. Claxton waltzes down the lane. Tough shot inside. Ball fake on O'Neal. Dribble drive into the paint. He has been Jayhawk Towers, 4th floor. He and Scott Pollard live down the hall from me, and for a tough situation going into the bubble. And the COVID lineup for the Brooklyn Nets wraps it around to Zoo. Clippers getting lucky here. Kennard for three. Was 18 points. Sumner. Claxton. Tough finish overs from Claxton. Not a lot of spacing for the Clippers. Kennard tries to make the best out of it. Goes to work. There's the help from Jackson, but it exposes Sumner in the corner. The three is offline. In his last 8 games, a first of 2 for George Fall. We get a quick word from Cedars-Sinai. Player of the week, second free throw, looking for the tie. Not much of a threat outside the restricted area, so he tries to get in there. Does, off the window and in.
4 personal fouls right now. Head coach Tyree taking a gamble right there.
Ball kicked out of bounds.
Over, guys. Plus, he'll grab a rebound, start the offense all early. Coach Vaughn said they're going to try to get
the inbound. He is 5 for 16 from the field. It helps when you get shots like that from the field. No dunk coming for the Nets, but a very clever wins when they trail by double figures. George beneath the net, going to have to put up a tough shot. Great defense there. Intercepts the pass, goes right down the lane, finds an open Durant for 3. Book it for Kevin Durant, who tonight comes away with the steal. Finds Curry in transition, wide right. Rebound tapped over.
That hit Paul George with the technical foul before. Left shoulder, forearm.
Galloping down the lane, finds Morris in the corner for 3. 3:33 to play in the third. Nets by 2. Norman Powell dunked. They would have finished 0 for 9 in that quarter. John Wall fouled en route to the rim. Kind of a change of roles here. We talked about how great the Clippers have they can do here in this fourth frame, trailing now by a key fouls back in the first half. Curry moves to his left, comes up firing and knocks it down.
Rather than a shooter.
Powell gets the screen from Zoo, feels the contact, comes up firing. Uncovers. Thank you, Coach Fratello. Powell from the line to the lane. A whistle. 4th foul on Ben Simmons. Clipper Nation, don't miss. There he is. Will he be wearing a headband? I would say no. Keith Morris, his brother, plays for the Nets. The game walk is this. The crowd's going to go nuts. Why? Picked up by Simmons, who has 4 fouls. On the wing to Batum for 3. Curry. Clips have outscored the Nets 6-3 here in the fourth. Wall make it 8-3 from the dotted line. The rebound tapped over to a wide open Patty Mills for 3. Yeah, he might not Zoo. Powell keeps it alive. Wall for 3. Book it for John Wall.
A little bit too hard and too far.
Curry for 3. We're only scoring it. Wall disappears behind the Zoo screen. Dumps it into the big boy. Takes it to the rack and lays it in. Corner. Good closeout by Powell. Finds Mills on the wing. Batum in northwest gobbles up the rebound. Powell fakes right, goes left to the rim and lays it in. Pocket pass to Simmons, floater en route.
Buying some minutes and not losing a whole lot of ground to the Clippers.
Curry, catch and shoot 3. It's good. Curry with his out there for Brooklyn, and then they lead by 3. Wall, mid-range, gift of grab from the wing to the lane. Finds Powell, backpedals for the triple. Halfway down, and Durant watched by George. George has stated that he wants to be the best defender on the floor. George with an aggressive take for the ball. And they're going to score.
Good, getting a clean look, and boy, that's a lot of distance covered to make that a continuation.
Put in a good day's effort here. Misses on the